Are you looking for new challenging ways to play City Heroes? I'm Controlled Chaos, and in this video we'll talk exactly about that. Now, both of these options are on the Thunderspy server, and the way you get these new challenging modes is by creating a new character. You have to finish creating the character, and just before you go onto the server and do either the tutorial or non-tutorial part, you're going to be given the option to choose standard mode, Iron Man mode, or hardcore mode. I'm going to go over each of those modes with you. The first off is the standard mode. It's the standard game, your normal gameplay. Simple, pure, easy. The second option, Iron Man mode, it changes several things. There are things you can no longer do in the game that make it harder. And what this does is it makes it so that the shared inventory that you have in supergroup bases or your apartment is no longer available to that character. You cannot receive emails with attachments on it. You cannot use the auction house. You can't trade with other players, things like that. So you're reliant on yourself to get your enhancements and the stuff that you want in the game for that character. And that's really, really cool. Now, if you're enjoying the content so far, please hit that like button, let more people know about this video, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Now, let's talk about the hardcore mode. And this one is really, really interesting. This one is a permadeath mode. You create a character, you select hardcore mode, and in this one, when the character dies, it's locked, and the only choice you have is to delete it. And this is really, really cool, and I'll explain why. So when this happens, first off, you're gonna notice that the screen looks like it's locking up. Don't freak out, don't worry. Hit Alt Tab, you'll notice that there's a dialog box behind that. That's saying that you've been disconnected from the server. Click OK, reload the launcher, reload the game, you're back in. This is one functionality I hope that the Thunderspy team will change. What I'd rather see instead, when your character dies, is a dialog box in the game pops up that says you've been defeated. You're now going to be sent back to the character selection screen, and then click OK, and it sends you back to the character selection screen, and there your character is with it being locked. Now, I was curious about this because, as many of you guys who follow my videos know, I did for quite a long time a community mastermind where I'd make a mastermind and people would name the pets, and when the pets got taken out, I would delete the look of them, delete the name, and someone else could name the new pet and give it a new look. But if the character died, then I would delete the character. Because of this and other players asking for this, the Thunderspy developers decided to add in the hardcore mode. How do I know this for a fact? I spoke to Senpai myself. I asked him the question, is this my fault this is happening? And he came back and said, partially it is. So if you guys don't like the hardcore mode, yes, you can blame me. I am going to be using this though. When I bring back the mastermind event stuff again and doing the community mastermind stuff, I will be using that mode for it, along with some other characters and some fun stuff. It's just going to be really, really interesting. Now, the reason they have it locked instead deleted is so that you can look at the character and see, this is how far I got in the game. You can look at the character, see what level you got to, stuff like that. One thing I wish they would do is have a box that would pop up when you hover over that lock icon that would show other stats. how much influence you've had, the lifetime damage you've done in the game. Interesting little facts like that. It might make you want to keep one of those characters that's done the most amount of damage, survived the longest, things like that, as just sort of a bragging rights. And it would give you new goals to surpass and have something there to remind you of what your previous success was. That would be really cool. That would be really interesting. But overall, this is a really cool new way to play City Heroes that puts some risk involved. You can actually lose the character you created. So if you're one of those players that likes playing on those really tough levels and still wanting a challenge above that on the difficulty, that hardcore mode is for you. As far as the ideas I came up with of how to make this better, what are your thoughts on it? Comment down below and have a great day.